sensation. We are ready for the event.
Hey, hello everybody.
Hello everybody.
We are back.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We've seen your comments already and we can't wait to get started. Thank you for joining us. We thought this would be a good idea because on all the videos we've done so far for the Tab S7 and Tab S7 Plus, we've had hundreds of comments. Sometimes the same question repeated, but also some new ones popping up.
Absolutely.
So what we've done is we have printed out all the questions thus far that we think we may not have answered. We're going to do those. And also, if you put it in the comments today. And obviously, if you like, subscribe, and share our videos, we will definitely come to your questions first.
So my name is Jens.
I'm Tony.
In case you are new to this channel, and we do a lot of tech videos, if not only tech videos, really. But as Tony said, we believe that there is a gap currently to be filled at the YouTube community. There's a lot of questions I see in other reviews and in the comment sections, but they're just not being answered. And, you know, I get that some YouTubers have like thousands of comments. You can't get into that. But we want to help you out, right? We want to help you guys with that. And let's see who's on.
We may already have a winning comment.
Which one is that?
German efficiency and British common sense.
Yeah, and
it's a good
British
mix.
Sarcasm as well. So 10 years in the UK made me very sarcastic in a good way, though.
Absolutely. We live on sarcasm.
Yeah.
So let's go back up to the top. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Lady Lee.
Lady Lai, yeah.
Lady Lai.
Okay.
Hiya, hello, Pale.
King Zion, he is going to spam us, he said. He's going to ask so many questions, and we said, bring it on.
Hi, Bob. Hi,
Bring it
Mr.
on.
Musa. Mr. Musa is going to add some really sketchy questions too. So we're going to have a sketchy question comp. And we have hello, Tyler. Thank you so much for being there. Who else? Hi, Yashin. Best comment so far. Sid Cop. And we are going to... Sorry?
Go on. Sorry. I apologize.
We are going to start with the questions.
Yes.
We're going to be very clear this time.
Yes.
And I'm going to read the questions that we have.
Yeah.
I will read this here. I haven't seen it yet. So some of you haven't even had your hands on the Tab S7 yet. So it's a great time to ask any questions that you may have.
It doesn't bend unless you really bend it.
Unless you bend it.
Pretty much. You won't put it. It's just, look, it's big. It's not too. It's not small enough to put it in your back pocket. So,
so we've already started without reading questions.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, Cairo from Cairo.
Cool.
Yeah, let us know where you are in the world as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We're in a corner of Bavaria near Munich.
Yeah.
And it'd be great to know where you all are from. So I think we actually should start with the questions from the people that are here.
Okay.
And give people chance to join to make sure they don't miss their questions being answered, because we already have some questions that we do have here. And the important one for a lot of people is whether we would recommend the Tab S7 or the Tab S6.
Okay, easy answer, Tab S7 Plus. It's probably not.
Stop it.
It's probably not what you wanted to hear. We have a video out and for the Tab S7 versus the Tab S6, and the conclusion was pretty much one of the toughest conclusions I had to make for that comparison, because I just couldn't decide. It was a 50-50 choice. There were so many things going for the Tab S6, so many things going for the Tab S7. But at the end, I said, if you can, get the Tab S7 Plus. Especially also when you come from a Tab S6, I would then go for the Tab S6 Plus.
Well, that's what I was... Tab S6 Plus.
Tab S7 Plus. Too many numbers.
That's actually what I was going to say, because we do have somebody who has asked Mahav. He has the Tab S6, and should he buy the Tab S7 or she? Sorry. I personally, if you have a Tab S6 and you are looking to upgrade to the Tab S7, I would think about it. because I don't know if the upgrade to the Tab S7, I know you mentioned the Tab S7 Plus, but I don't know if the Tab S7 is that much of an upgrade for me personally.
Yeah, it is a tough one. And again, I know I repeat myself, it was one of the toughest comparison or conclusions I had to make. And I don't know. I was kind of really, I mean, look, to be hands up, I'm not a digital artist. I'm not an artist. I may be an artist in different ways, but not digitally and drawing. My handwriting is pretty much the closest you can get to a doctor's handwriting. But people say that you better off with an LCD screen when you write. So there are already differentiations in what your needs are when you get a tablet. Right?
User case scenario.
And that's a big one. And we get many questions whether the iPad Pro or this one or the Tab S7 Plus. And it is really user case scenario. And the world is shifting currently, especially with the battle that's going on with Epic Games and Apple with the, so you can't get Fortnite anymore in the Apple Store, for example. So there are different considerations you have to make when you go and want to choose a tablet or will choose a tablet.
I think we need to, I think we need to answer Sid
Yes.
Cop.
Okay, so that's yours, so the palm rejection. You are the artist in our family.
Palm rejection on the Tab S7 and on the Tab S7 Plus is seamless. I've not had one issue with regards to palm rejection. I can have multiple hands on the device and I can still write.
Yeah.
So
let's go up to we probably missed a few questions here. We don't want to miss anything because we really appreciate you being on here. Tab S7 Plus cannot replace a laptop. This one. Akshay, I hope I pronounced that right. I don't think any tablet can replace a laptop unless it is a light usage, like super light.
Browsing,
social media. I mean, even basic 4K editing works. That's all fine, but this is my personal opinion, right? This is not from some people that may work. I used to try to have the iPad Pro as a laptop replacement, and I'm going to be very diplomatic here. I disliked it as a laptop replacement. It just did not work. I have no hair, but after that, I had less hair. So
I think, again, it comes down to user case scenario. And if the majority of your work is of the cloud nature and you can work on a smaller keyboard, then absolutely go for it, because we did set it up with a Bluetooth keyboard and Bluetooth mouse, and it worked really nicely in a setup like that. So technically, yes, it could. But it depends.
No, of course, again, it depends on your user case. It depends on how or what it is you want to do with it, right? So this is Tampa, Florida. We love Miami.
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, we love Canada. More like British Columbia. Well, honestly, we haven't been to Toronto, so
we haven't now. So just have a look. I have to go back up because we jump here.
Have you tried using a second monitor, as Microsoft said in the comment? Couldn't find any info about that. It's one of our questions. I tried setting it up. I did not get it to work natively. So we got the Galaxy Book Iron, we got the Galaxy Book Flex. I tried the Tab S7 Plus. It just did not work. So, but that was earlier today because I was going through the questions. I will keep trying. There are third-party apps that will make it possible, but natively I could not get it to work just yet.
And I must say that whenever we get questions on the videos, I know when we've got a question that actually needs testing because he trots off and he disappears. So when you ask us a question about something, he does actually go out, get it open, and see if we can actually run
Unless
through.
It's skydiving. That's not on our list.
With the Tab S7. Okay, I've gone too far back.
Okay. Hello from Bielefeld. Yeah, we know where that is, Bernd. Hey.
Yes, we've tried the monitor. It keeps jumping. I'm sorry.
Any news on the S7 screen refresh 6? Yashin, yeah. So I have no news on that. Keep trying that. I have seen other reviewers. I'm also watching other reviewers to see what their opinion is, but they kind of brush over. They don't even test it. No offense. They don't. Some of them shall I say. Some of them don't even go in and say it's a 120 hertz refresh rate. But I have no, there's no other conclusions yet. I'll keep trying because there was just a software update maybe that did something, but we'll try again with the test UFO.
Howard, that question, you may have asked it before as well.
Yeah.
What is the keyboard made of? The keyboard is, well, we can show you. It is made of plastic.
Howard, what would you, yeah. So is it, I mean, the outside is kind of,
plastic.
is it plastic or is it kind of leathery or something?
It's plastic.
So let's see. Now, I mean, this is the inside. Look, the inside here. We've got a.
But it is tougher plastic than last year.
Right.
So I think if you put
this is, look, wait. So the outside is a bit like, it feels like leathery, but it isn't. So it's kind of a different plastic, but the inside is all plastic.
Got a matte finish.
Yeah, but it is actually, the quality feels really good though, I have to say.
It does feel sturdier than the Tab S6.
Oh, 100%.
How much bigger is the Tab S7 compared to the Tab S7 Plus compared to the Tab S7? Did you bring the iPad down?
Yeah, but we don't have the 11 inch.
Oh, we got the 12 inch.
Yeah, we got the bigger version of the iPad, so we don't have the.
Should we show the two together?
Sure. Which one are we talking about?
Tab S7, Tab S7 Plus.
Okay.
In comparison.
Okay, we'll take the keyboard out. Number one.
Somebody asked in the meantime whether we are doing a giveaway. We did the giveaway at 15,000 followers.
Yeah.
And the next one will be at
30,000.
30,000. So absolutely, we're still on the giveaway trail.
We just haven't announced it yet. So a good advice for that would always be watch the videos. We try to integrate it this time into a different video to have that going. So here, let's see. I'll put some green screen friendly wallpaper on.
Oh, good one.
There you go. You keep touching stuff. So
oh no!
There you go.
Yeah, that's your difference.
That's your difference.
So there is a remarkable size difference between the two of them.
I think it looks bigger than it really is.
And
it's
remember,
an optical illusion, like many things.
If we miss your questions along the way, just add them again. The questions as we're working through the jump round. So if we miss anything along the way, just add it again, and we will eventually get there. So
the keyboard hasn't come out yet in my country's layout, Belgium and sounds.
Oh, did you comment the other day as well?
I think
Sorry,
so.
I can't see that now. In Belgium.
Yeah, the guy.
We talked about that actually and was surprised that it wasn't in Belgium.
So we got more questions here. Should we jump over here? We got plenty of questions. This Microsoft 365 efficient on DeX. It works well. It works fine. On DeX, we tried it out with wireless DeX. I actually think wireless DeX is a very nice invention, but a nice add-on to have.
Absolutely.
Microsoft works well on it, but again,
it's the closest to a laptop environment that you'll get.
Absolutely. So, hello, best people. You guys use WhatsApp on Wi-Fi only tablet. I ordered Wi-Fi only tab S7 Plus, as I couldn't find the internal memory I wanted, 512 gigabyte on AK, but I use WhatsApp a lot. Yeah, WhatsApp works on Wi-Fi as well as on LTE as well as on 5G.
Yes, as long as you use your phone number on there.
Yes, well, WhatsApp, yeah. So you have your calls, everything works fine on all three occasions. LTE, 5G is pretty much the same, just a speed difference and a bit of different technology. Wi-Fi also works fine. WhatsApp.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excuse me.
Are you question monitoring?
Sorry, I'm taking over
no,
as usual. No, I'm sorry.
You can if you wish.
No, we made it very clear. Tony looks after the questions today because I didn't do well last time.
I'm in charge. Any problems or defects you have noticed that comes from Xerox? Is it true that they have a green tint problem at low brightness?
So I have seen these questions a lot, and I've seen comments also a lot that people say they have that. I have to say we have had no issues with any Samsung device whatsoever.
I must say it's rather like the bandwagon thing where
Yeah.
it's said once and then trillions of people jump on it without even having the device in their hands.
Well, I don't.
Some people may have that, but I don't think it's across all devices.
So that's that's a good point. We have no issues on any device of Samsung, any bleeding, backlight bleeding, any green tint. We turned it all the way down. Nothing. So far, so good.
So Jatin or Yatin, sorry, I don't know how to say your name, has asked, have you guys faced any charging issues on the Tab S7 Plus?
We haven't faced any charging issues.
User error.
No. This is an odd one. I have 3 chargers. I have the charger that comes out of the box, which is 15 watt. I have a Note 20 charger, which is 25 watt, and I have a fast charger, which is 45 watt. So please all listen very carefully. All 3 charging at the same speed. All 3 charged at the same speed. No matter what I plug in, fast charger, super fast charger, the one that comes in the box, it is the same speed of charging. There's literally no difference. And I tried it for the Tab S7 Plus as well as for the Tab S7, and that's kind of mind-boggling me right now. So that is my answer to the charging
issues.
Yeah. So maybe there's an issue.
So we have a question that we were actually asked last time, and last time I think you struggled with answering it.
Then should we skip it then?
No. Akshay asks, according to us, what are the cons of the Tab S7 Plus?
You could say size. For some people don't like the size. Some people don't like the AMOLED screen because they are artists, and I keep learning what an artist is.
We don't like the price.
Pricing is obviously a big factor. So these are all cons that you will have to, or you personally have. It's not like I can't say the Tab S7 Plus, for example, is worse build quality or has a corner that is not shaped right, or because I actually prefer to the Tab S7, but it's because we have both of them. So the fault or the cons of that may be something you dislike personally, I would say.
Yeah, I personally don't have any cons. But to be fair as well, with the Tab S7, if that was the only device that I had, I wouldn't call them cons.
No.
I would be happy with the Tab S7. So let's have a look down. Do you think that the Samsung apps are capable enough as the Apple apps? I think that's a question that a lot of people ask. And again, it comes down to user case scenario and what you actually use those apps for, which apps you use, and
this is a big point when you choose a tablet in the first place. And that's what I tried to say earlier, that it currently I wouldn't say it's shifting, but for example, you can't get Adobe Rush anymore in the Galaxy Store for a tablet. It's just not available for some reason. So the video editing part already struggles there. Adobe Rush was never my favorite application anywhere for video editing. So in the video editing part, you have a LumaFusion, which works like butter on the iPad, for example. And then you have so many things that the Apple ecosystem controls, whereby you have more third-party apps on Android, not just coming from Samsung, but you can basically have a lot more than on Apple and download more apps that you desire. So it's kind of a difficult choice. I would say, yes, of course, the Samsung apps can already compete with Apple apps. I mean, the tablet itself is pretty much, if people like to compare this to an iPad Pro for some reason, it's the closest you can get to an iPad Pro.
There you go.
Yeah.
We have been asked again about the screen protector for the Plus version. I personally don't recommend any screen protector. Don't know about you.
Yeah, we had this last time. I'm not the biggest fan of screen protection. The kind of the whole picture is not vibrant anymore. It's kind of, there's no, I don't know how to say it better. There's no point of having a huge, nice AMOLED screen if you put something over that is kind of course, it protects the screen, but you have these screen protectors and also paper-like, they act as the same thing. So kind of, I don't know, but that's, again, it's a personal preference and opinion. We had this for a time. I didn't like it. Yeah.
There's a few on
Yeah,
that.
Tyler, that may well be there's no 120 hertz problem that I've heard of. That's absolutely possible. So 120 hertz issue. Again, we had test UFO running, and all it came up was 120 hertz at first, and then it jumped quickly to 60 hertz for the rest of the duration of the test, whereby the Tab S7 Plus had 120 hertz constantly from 0 to whatever 20 seconds all the way through.
We were asked a question on the earphones on the Tab S7 and whether earphones work properly. Type C.
Type C, yeah, USB Type C earphones work properly on the Tab S7 and the Tab S7 Plus. They work on both tablets. It works fine. We did not just listening to music, but we also did video calls in several applications. The microphone, everything works fine. Plug it in and you're good to go.
Somebody's asked a question, the last one there on the Tab S6 versus the Tab S7, LCD versus AMOLED, and sorry, LCD there. It's easy if I just disappear. Tab S7 LCD versus Tab S6 Light LCD versus Tab S4 AMOLED. Which is the best?
Tab S7.
There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, that one. Will DeX work with a non-Samsung keyboard? This is from Nicole, like a Bluetooth keyboard.
Yeah, so we connected a Bluetooth keyboard and a mouse and put it in DeX mode, and everything was fine. Everything worked fine. Again, we're trying several applications. We tried Word, Excel, I tried Google search. Everything worked fine on that keyboard. So Bluetooth
and shortcuts too.
Yeah, in fact, we used an old Apple keyboard, so that's connected fine. We had that from an old iMac, and that's working fine. I didn't see that. Okay. Yeah, no, we did that already in our videos. So
okay.
Yeah.
So we've answered the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Which is the best to buy right now? The Samsung Tab S7, Tab S6, or iPad Pro 2018?
I thought this is the one we skipped.
Oh, is this the one we
No,
skipped?
that's fine. Tab S7 Plus. Look, it really
funny.
It looks. Again, it depends on the user case. It is so difficult to get these to get an answer because I don't know what it is you really want to do with it. If do you have a Samsung phone already? It probably makes sense to get a Tab S7 then, for example. There's so many things to it, kind of,
Okay, so we were asked whether you can charge something on the back of the...
No. Sorry, that was too quick. So there's a...
Ask the question.
Okay, sorry, go on.
May I ask the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Please ask.
Can you charge something else in the place of the pencil on the tablet?
You cannot charge anything else apart from the pencil or on the back of the tablet. Nothing can be charged there.
Nero, you keep asking the same question. We've done videos on that. We also have a clip on that if you want to actually see it.
So we have, if you go to our video, the Tab S7 versus Tab S7 Plus, I believe, we have a test UFO test there for the 120 hertz for both tablets.
It just doesn't do it justice if we hold it up now.
You probably won't be able to see it here properly. So, but we have it on video and on demand as well. So,
can S7 Plus do the heavy duty office things like Excel with various formula and big style sizes?
I was too fast again.
Yes. Yes,
it's not always like that.
It is always like that.
Yes, the Tab S7 can perform really well in office applications. We actually tried it when we did the Tab S7 review. You had a heavy PowerPoint presentation. And Tony she's notorious for putting heavy pictures on and heavy stuff, and everything was fine.
And having 27 million tabs open at the same time.
Pretty much. There's like the RAM availability goes into minus.
Oh, yes. Okay, we've done that one already. Need information regarding how the two keyboards compare in size and how different they feel.
Okay, so we have two keyboards here. We can actually show the front bit. Just show the front bit here. Take that button, please.
This Tab S7.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. That should be okay.
Oops, sorry, I'm reading questions. I'm not focused.
Okay, I need to go higher. You need to go higher. There you go. No, lower. Stop.
Did it.
So let me just put this over here. Maybe
As
that
far as
helps.
material goes, they are the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
They feel the same.
Yeah. So
Some
that's
of the
that's the
this
keyboard
chair
side.
is the least comfortable chair in the entire world.
I ordered a special cushion for you.
Okay, we'll have a look here.
I need. Okay, so go on.
How
Sorry.
is the Tab S7 LCD screen better than the Tab S6 OLED?
Yeah, that's the tab. Say again. Sorry. Wait.
Somebody says, how is
it?
the Tab S7 screen
No, we
better?
said
We said better than Tab
S4,
S6 Lite.
S4,
Didn't we?
and yeah, Tab
Yeah.
S6 Lite and the S4 it was. I think there were more up there. So
Yeah, they were all copies. Those
I
ones.
see.
Is there any haptic feedback like on a smartphone? We don't have that on, do we?
No,
I don't know if there is actually.
There's the I don't know what's it actually called, the haptic engine or whatever. You can feel the vibration engine or whatever that is.
Okay.
That is different, a very different sound and very interesting. I'll put it this way: if you have it on and it is in a meeting and nobody says anything, you will hear it.
Really?
Yes.
It's not a very lively meeting then, is it?
It's not a lively meeting, but it could be a break where everybody just has a coffee and then does talk about the weather.
How many tabs at max can you open in Dex? I actually don't know the answer to that. If I've had it open, then quite a few.
Yeah.
I didn't see any limitations. Can you try fall detection on the Galaxy Watch?
Eduardo, I've seen your comment. Thank you for your comment on
we saw the update
on the titanium version, the Galaxy Watch 3 titanium version, the unboxing video we have. I checked the update for the Active 2. It's not available yet. So as you know, with Samsung, they roll out these updates sporadically and randomly worldwide. So as soon as we have it, we'll test all the features. I think there were more questions here.
There's loads more.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry.
You can see, pick and choose.
Yeah, no, there was some.
Pick the ones you like.
No, it's not the ones.
Tab S7 Plus and S Pen Experience versus the Apple Pencil Experience. Do you want to get that out, love?
1 second, please.
We've spoken about this before, and the Tab S7, when you are writing or drawing, it is a very pen-like experience.
So the best way, the best way to explain it to you guys is when you, this is the iPad Pro, the big one, the 12.9 inch. So I'm just gonna,
yours. Yeah. I'll do mine.
Oops. Sorry. So this one is hard, right? The pencil here is hard, and as you can hear, it's like tapping on glass. This one is a suspension, and I couldn't think of the word last time.
So the iPad is a hard against hard, whereas it's more of a pen-like experience using the Tab S7 or the Tab S7 Plus. So the S Pen, the brand new super duper S Pen, is actually nicer to use than the Apple Pencil.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Do you prefer the iPad Pro or the Samsung S7?
It depends for what. No, I'm serious, because if you we had a question like, could we do a gaming experience? Could we talk about that? Because then I know we keep talking about Fortnite, but it is a start already when Fortnite isn't available. So what do you do then?
Yeah.
What is it you want to do? Are you in the Apple ecosystem, Are you in different ecosystem? Do you have no ecosystem? You're attached to nothing.
Yeah.
There's so many things to consider that it's tough.
Dave, we don't actually get most of your comments. We're not skipped over. We actually had a look back on the last one, didn't we, when we had a look at the live chat?
Dave, go on. Come on, you can do it.
And we saw them actually on the live chat afterwards, but not during, which is
just go up.
Totally bizarre. So I personally prefer the iPad Pro, and that's because of my user case scenario. So which one, the jelly scrolling?
No, yeah, there's more up there. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. We just want to make sure we don't miss any questions.
They jump so quickly that we
don't want to have another Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. Stay with us. Come on. Don't be like that. Size comparison, S7 to an A4 sheet. You can do that. S7. Oh, you have the S7.
We did this last time, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's fine. We can do that again. So this is an A4 sheet.
Can you suggest a beat note making? No. Can you suggest beat note making app? Oh, best note making app. I actually like the Samsung Notes now that you've got all the functionality to it.
Yeah, I use OneNote
but now you've got the PDF.
Yeah, I know.
And
the reason why I use OneNote is because of the I can go. We just received the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and then I set up OneNote, and everything is there. So that's the. I know you have different note apps, but that's for me is the easiest way to do that.
The charging time on the Tab S7 Plus.
Yeah, charging. We spoke about charging earlier, and I'm going to repeat this again. We have more people on now. I have 3 chargers available. Number 1, the one that comes out of the box, that is 15 watt. Number 2, that is the Note 20 Ultra, that is 25 watt. Number 3 is the 45 watt fast charging. Every single plug I plug into the Tab S7 and the Tab S7 Plus has the same charging time. Don't ask me why, but I'm just conveying that message. So there's no difference in any plugs I have, whether that be in the box from the Note 20 Ultra or the additional 45 watt fast charger. Charging time. The full charging time of the Tab S7 with any of these chargers is 2.5 hours. The average, you can say, every 30 minutes, plus minus, you charge 20%. For the Tab S7 Plus, however, the full charging time with any of these plugs is 3 hours and 10. And it starts with kind of between 35 and 40 minutes for every 20% of charging time, of charge. So hopefully that helps.
Thank you. I found Dave's thing. I'm very sorry, Dave. Malaysia and Taiwan got a free keyboard. Okay. Is it blatant discrimination? Please discuss. I think it's more a case of.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a quick story. We see the Tab S7 wasn't out in Europe, for example, for ages. In the US, Samsung sent the Tab S7 Plus to certain people already beforehand. That's why you were all spammed with Tab S7 Plus videos. So what it says is every country of the Samsung division handles it differently, whether that be an additional freebie in there. We got a power bank, I think, for free, and we got a book cover for free. Somebody gets a keyboard for free. So every single division is a different entity by its own, and they make that decision on what people will get and what the freebies are, I think. And it is what it is, right?
What I was going to say is that every country is a different market, and they have to.
That's also a good point.
They have to market the Tab at the best way that they can sell it within that market. Yeah. And if that market demands a free keyboard, I don't actually believe that anything is free. But if the market demands that, then it's a business decision at the end of the day. I don't think it's discrimination.
Kind of also, how much do you want to sell, right? Is it going to speed up your sales? Is it going to speed up your quarterly target you have as a division? There's so many things. You see, when people are in charge of a business, they think differently than customers, for example, and we know that because we have been in charge of divisions and countries and what have you. So you want to make sure you hit your quarterly target, and that if that means you put a free keyboard in that certain region, and then it is what it is.
Yeah. Zul asks, does
Yeah.
the keyboard register inputs when it's flipped
A
backwards?
very good question. I can happily say no. So you put it backwards on the back. I can show you.
The Tab S6 was given away already for everybody. You see our giveaways always in our community posts.
So here we go. Nothing happens.
Okay. I am working down. I'm trying to go down slowly
We just
without.
don't want to miss anything. Let us know where you are in the world. So we had loads of locations already. We had Germany, we had US and Tampa, Cairo, which is pretty cool. So let us know where you are in the meantime.
I think we're in the most beautiful city in the world.
We are in Munich.
Discuss.
Do you think so? Give us a like if you do.
Okay, coming down.
Does
the Tab S7 have the same latency as the Tab S7 Plus?
That is your question, please.
We didn't see when you're writing. Actually, you can't detect any difference in latency.
No, but there's no difference in latency per se, but you had a different writing experience for the Tab S7 versus the Tab S7
absolutely,
Plus.
yes.
So
I
that's
had
important.
a different writing experience, and that was that the Tab S7 demanded a little bit more pressure when writing than the Tab S7 Plus. So it was easier on the Tab S7. They're both easy, but it was marginally nuance of easy on the Tab S7 Plus.
Matthew Sato, thank you very much. He says, enjoying your Q&A and I enjoy your videos. Big fan. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Okay, now we're getting back down.
Okay. I don't have any. Somebody's asking, Yatin, any Type-C wired earphones recommendations? Unfortunately, I don't have any recommendations. I have the came with the Google Pixel phone, the USB-C earphones, and I use them when I need them.
How is the eye strain on the Tab S7 Plus compared to the iPad Pro?
Well, you need glasses now, don't you?
I need glasses now. Too much eye strain. Too many devices.
I don't see the, in fact, I feel
it is very bright.
Both are very bright. So this is what I was going to say. We unpacked and I'm sorry to bypass and go somewhere else now. We unpacked the Note 20 Ultra yesterday, the 5G version. And I put it on maximum brightness, and it was like somebody coming with a halogen. I was so bright. I just, oh my God, this is so bright. It's unbelievable. You can probably see everything in sunlight with that. And that also depends on your level. What I found with the Tab S7 Plus, though, because of that AMOLED screen, although it gets really bright, it feels softer to my eyes, but not in a bad way. So the white is different. The white is not like a torch, like, oh my God, it's a nice soft, like when you have a YouTube light coming at you and you have these big expensive lights, which we don't have. But then this is like differentiation of that. And that's quite, I felt that's comfortable and nice to use.
Sala Maria says from Finland.
Hi.
Oh, it's jumped again. Can you see it anymore?
Nice
there. The Tab S7 there is €1,000 and the keyboard cover is an extra 230. Yes.
Same here.
It is painful.
Yeah, you are also in the expensive part of Europe, so welcome. Welcome, Maria.
But if we put that into perspective, how much does the Galaxy Note 20 cost?
Well, the €1,500, the most expensive version, so, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, so you've got a nice little machine that you can work on there. How is the camera quality in the... that was a surprise.
You have the S20.
The Samsung BTS. Yeah, I've got the BTS version. The camera quality, I don't know what to say these days. I think all the camera qualities of the flagships are such a high level that it seems picky to say
Well, the
anything otherwise.
No, the difference really is where Samsung, or like if you want to do this comparison again, we have the iPhone, we have an S20, whatever. The difference is really that the Samsung pictures are more saturated. They are more, and you will probably, which we like because we are still young, you will have kind of a filter effect which smoothes out your skin. So we are happy with that. We don't want to look like the way we look. No. Right, in real life.
We want to look young.
But that's joking aside, that's the major difference. Pretty much, you have like more of a natural tone on an iPhone, for example, and then you have more ways to color grade it if you're into that, or you have that saturation point, which is also can be really nice when you have a, for example, green. Green is a nice color that pops out when you have that. So hopefully that helps.
I'm going to ask a question, and you're not going to jump in.
Okay.
Donne has bought a Tab S7 and asks whether the difference then in price up to the Tab S7 Plus is actually worth it. And I'm going to answer that one first, because I know Jens is the Tab S7 Plus guy and will always tell you to up, up, up. But I personally think it's very much dependent on what you use it for. You say you use it for note taking. And if you need a device for note taking, I think the Tab S7 is more than enough. And then I wouldn't upgrade. Well, I wouldn't buy the larger version of the Tab S7 Plus if I was just using a device for note taking and the general things.
Yeah. I would go for the Tab S7 Plus.
Always.
Not always. It doesn't bigger and more expensive doesn't mean it's better, but you have the 5G capability available should this ever come to any country widely, not just in corners of cities. But you also have that AMOLED screen. You have a bigger keyboard. There's also, and I don't know how to,
Max Gaming.
Being politically correct. When you get older, and you can't beat the clock no matter how old you are now. You appreciate the bigger things. You can't work on I can't work on a small iPhone anymore. It's just on a small
big.
Yeah. So I appreciate the bigger keyboard on the Tab S7 Plus, for example. That's another. Although it's more expensive, it feels more future-proof then.
And it's better for sausage fingers.
Yeah. So kind of. So fine.
I completely threw myself off a question then.
Hey, T-Dub, Max Gaming, we're good. How are you? How's India these days?
Hi, Pranuth. Does the S Pen feel plasticky and light, or does it feel as premium and weighty? Can you pass me the Apple Pencil, please?
Yeah. We are well prepared today.
So the Apple Pencil next to the Tab S7 Plus new S Pen. For me personally, I love the iPad Pro. I love the Apple Pencil. However, when this baby came out, it actually, yes, it feels lighter, but it actually feels, the Apple Pencil in comparison then feels old. Next to it. So I wouldn't say that the Tab S7 is as heavy. It's definitely not, but it is actually feels. Are you going to weigh them?
We've got a scale. We are so prepared today.
I would say that the Apple Pencil feels like Fisher Price. So like a Fisher Price pencil, whereas the Tab S7 feels more like a professional pencil.
Okay, the results are in. 18 grams for the Apple Pencil, latest generation. 8 grams, sometimes it jumps to 9. 9 grams for the Tab S7.
But it doesn't feel cheap, and
S-Pen.
It doesn't feel tacky or anything. It feels like a quality pencil.
So somebody's asking where we get the
wallpapers.
Sorry if I spelled this wrong. Pronounce it wrong. The wallpapers, all our wallpapers, every single wallpaper we have comes from an app that is called Wallcraft. And most 99% of the wallpapers we show in our videos are for free. You have an exclusive section that costs me 59 cents per month. So, A 6 gigabyte of RAM, 128 gigabyte storage, enough for heavy decks use. Smartphones these days come with 6 gigabyte RAM. That is correct. No, it will not make it slow. And the reason why I say this, I can actually answer that with a different question we had before. And somebody's asking us, please could you install the app RAM Truth on your tablet 7? You have the 6 gigabyte RAM version, right? And tell me about the amount of swap total. This is the amount of RAM that is swappable in the Android system. And the tablet 7 and the app shows us 5.5 gigabyte of RAM available, and the swap total is 2.5 gigabyte. So just to put this into comparison, the tablet 7 Plus has 7.5 gigabyte of RAM available, and the swap total is exactly the same as the tablet 7. So 2.5 gigabyte of RAM can be swapped around for the application. So that's the reason why I say it is okay. There won't probably not a big difference. What I have to say though, and it could be user error, is that the overall experience on the tablet 7 Plus feels buttery. On the tablet 7, sometimes I felt like I have minor hiccups. The reason why I noticed that is because I'm using the tablet 7 Plus. If you don't have the tablet 7 Plus, you probably won't notice that. So hopefully that helps.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, love.
Dinesh has asked the question that a lot of people have been asking ever since the devices came out. And to answer that, the Tab S7, we know, Tab S7 Plus also, we know it's going to last at least 3 years because Samsung is supporting the upgrades for 3 years.
Yes.
Anything over that for any device, I don't think we can put a timescale on it.
Starting with the Tab S6, the 3 years is from the Tab S6 and onward. So anything you buy, whether that be Tab 6, 7, 7 Plus, will have 3 years upgrade guaranteed by Samsung for Android.
And we keep getting the question on how long they will last as a device.
Yeah, so 3 years for sure. And this is why I mean, we're in different situations because we review them. So we will buy new stuff. But that's always the reason why before we did this, always went with the highest model possible. Not necessarily the storage model, but the highest power model, because you can have that for a couple of years and you know that devices will get slower when they get older and so on and so on. So
if you're looking for a performance hog out of the two of them for gaming, what else was on there? Emulation.
Yeah, Tab 7 Plus for sure, because you have 8 gigabyte of RAM, as I said earlier, in case you missed it. The overall experience felt to me more fluid on a Tab 7 Plus. When it comes to gaming, however, still the applications have to catch up. Fortnite is not yet available in 60 FPS, for example. You can get 60 FPS on the Tab S6. We had the same story last year when we reviewed the Tab S6. The 30 FPS were available first, and then took Epic a couple of weeks, up to 4 weeks, to update it. I'm hoping that we get something similar to, like, I don't know, my dream would be 120 FPS for the Tab S7 Plus.
It's taking a while this time,
because the processor is certainly supporting that. The 865 Plus is there to do that. But it is the third-party apps that have to catch up. And unless they do that, we can't really give that evaluation just yet.
We were asked by Saba, I'm sorry if I don't say your name correctly, what about the S Pen nibs life? There's no extra nibs in the box.
Correct.
I'm pretty heavy-handed, and so far I've not needed an extra nib. Even on the Tab S6, I've not needed an extra nib. No, there are no extra nibs in the box. I actually don't know anybody that's had to buy an extra nib so far.
No, I've seen, we do get a lot of comments, and I've seen not every comment, but most of the comments too. Especially when we did our Tab S6 Lite reviews, there's still a lot of comments. People want replacement nibs and stuff, and you can't get them.
But we can here.
Yeah.
We can get them here. We can. They're all over eBay in Germany. So I don't know for other countries, obviously.
Sayantan How's that? Pronounce my name. So give us a thumbs up and a like if I pronounce it correctly. If not, please do so anyway. T-Dub, how's it going? Tapper 6 is more than enough. Yeah. Advantage
it jumped again.
Oh, it jumped. Oh, sorry, you doing the questions. I'm waiting. I'm in waiting mood. But we probably have some here, Carmen. We had questions.
Absolutely. You stole those.
Yeah. Can you run WhatsApp with LTE versions? Yes. Everything is possible on LTE as you do on Wi-Fi. We tried it. I mean, we use it every day, but I did still try it just to make sure. Getting the S7 Plus 6 GB variant because it's the only variant available. I hope it is worth it. Yes, it is. The gaming we answered already. I have the Tapper 6. Should I buy the Tapper 7? Yep. Tapper 7 Plus, I would say. Can you charge? So we had this already. Okay, there. Somebody's asking for the 4K video editing. Like we did a video for the Tapper 6 where we did Adobe Rush.
Yeah.
And Adobe Rush is no longer available in the Galaxy Store. And we get a lot of comments saying what happened here because you did that video. I don't know.
I honestly think it's because it didn't work very well.
It didn't work too well, but
it wasn't very compatible with the tabs. Let's put it that way.
You can still get it on a mobile.
But we use KineMaster.
I just checked earlier. Yeah, we use KineMaster. It's very basic, but it is basically you have 4K video output.
But it's actually to work on it. It's way easier than working with the Adobe Rush because it didn't struggle at all in any way. Okay. I am going up the we have jumping comments again.
Sorry, go on.
Does anybody use a Tapper 7 as a primary computer?
We don't.
It's a good question.
Just go up again, sorry.
Do you want the mice, love?
No, that's fine. Telephone down by. We just want to make sure we don't miss any questions. So I'm really sorry we have a small break here. For health watch with fall detection, which is better, Apple or Samsung or Garmin. We did a fall detection test for the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 versus Apple Watch Series 5 Go, and check it out, and you will see which one is better. And if you like it, give us a like, please.
A lot of people are still asking about the screens on the two.
What in particular?
Whether the advantages of LCD versus OLED, vice versa.
That's you probably the advantage. What is the advantage of LCD? Probably lasts longer if you want to be like really go into details. And people report burn-ins from OLED screens, and again, we never had an issue with a burn-in. We never had an issue with a green tint or black bleeding issue or anything with the screens from Samsung. We're just lucky. And there will be faulty unit for sure somewhere around the world, because I had my Apple Watch just broke, for example, Series 5 didn't come on anymore. I had to replace it. So I guess it is what it is. If you manufacture so many million and billion devices, there will be faulty devices, right?
Yeah. Trigger Spark says that Tapper 7 Plus is harder to bend than the iPad Pro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Send us a video, please. We put up on our channel.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know why people bend things. What do you think of DeX, and what USB hub is the best for it?
Oh yeah, USB hub. We don't have a USB hub yet. DeX is great. I think DeX is a really good idea. With the wireless DeX, especially now,
I love the wireless DeX.
It's kind of coming together for sure. In terms of USB hub, we don't have one yet that I can recommend. We do get a lot of offers in terms of reviews, but I'm not into these ones. So, but we're going to buy one, and then we're going to put it up in a different Q&A session.
So, looking through questions again. Okay. If we've missed anything, please.
Have you tried the 40-watt fast charger? Yes, I have. And there's no difference in charging. If you go back in this video, I explain what happened. I have 3 different chargers, and I explain what happens with the charging time there. So very briefly, I'm sorry, just for the new guys there, I've got 3 chargers, 15 watt, 25 watt, 45 watt. They're all charged the same time. So there's no difference.
Howard, when you say how far away from the tablet can you use the S Pen, do you mean for the gestures? If you just put a yes or no in the bottom, or explain what that is.
I'm guessing because
I guess it's gestures. I'm imagining you trying to draw from.
No, yeah, it's probably for presentations, isn't it?
Can you replace a laptop with a Tab S7 Plus? Technically, yes, but I don't see why. Personally, we keep getting that question.
Yeah,
so I thought I would just jump in.
No, that's fine. We did
Max,
try to.
I didn't see what you asked, so please ask again. We will not ignore you ever.
No.
Can you replace a laptop with a Tab S7 Plus?
You just had that.
We just had that.
Is the 7 Plus bright enough during daytime? How's the reflection off
It's a
screen
good question,
and sunlight?
Dinesh. The Tab S7 Plus is the better of the two, obviously, in direct sunlight. I struggle with the Tab S7 sometimes in direct sunlight.
It's still reflective, though. No matter what you do, it's still reflective. So you have to look for some shade or so. But because it's especially the reason why for us it's so incredibly reflective is because we try to film outside sometimes, and it is a freaking nightmare to film them on.
So Max's question, do we prefer Android or iOS? I personally am iOS, everything.
Max is challenging.
I'm both, actually. I have both ecosystems, but the majority, I would say 75% of my working day is on iOS.
Yeah. Somebody says audio. Can you hear us, or do you have an issue with audio?
Oh, what's the audio like on the...
Yeah, just make sure so we know. If you can hear us, just say yes. If it is the audio for the tablets, then the audio for, I can tell you we did the test for the Tab S6, Tab S6 Lite, Tab S7, and Tab S7 Plus. I'm going to list it in the following order. The best one comes first. The audio for the best one is the Tab S7 Plus. After that is the Tab S7, then the Tab S6 Lite, and then the Tab S6, and then the Tab S6 Lite.
Do you have the Tab S7 book cover?
I do have the Tab S7 book cover here. We actually weighed that, and it's 194 grams.
Can you show it, please?
I can show it to you.
We got the book cover. It came with it, didn't it? It actually came before it.
Yeah, and that is for Dave. We got it for free.
Yeah, that was our freebie.
Not poking.
He's always poking.
I lived in the UK, so I can be sarcastic.
The only thing that we don't like about the book cover is that the pen...
We will show you that. No.
Well, I actually do like it. Jens doesn't. That the pen is not protected. So the pen is just hanging on the back of it. Jens says that we will absolutely lose our S Pen.
Okay, you ready? Book cover. Tab S7. This is the Tab S7. This is the book cover.
It was Tab S7 Plus, though.
No, we only have the book cover for the Tab S7. It's pretty much the same.
It is the same.
This bit is free, whereby on a keyboard, this is protected. You can, with the book cover, wait, give me a second. I'm not, so you have 2 different, locations or angles here. Number 1 is that one, and number 2 is that one. And that is pretty much it. And then you put it together, but you will lose the pen for sure. I hope this helps. 194 grams for the book cover.
Let's have a look.
Max Gaming, we are friends. You know that.
I like the book cover, actually. If I were living without keyboard, I would have the book cover.
Jacques Martis. Jacques Martis. Did I say that properly?
Yes. Video conferencing on the Tab S7 Plus. Thoughts?
It works really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have if you don't put earphones in, if you don't plug anything in, you probably have your Buds Live or your Buds Galaxy Buds. But if you don't, you have the best available package with the Tab S7 Plus. We tested the microphone and the speakers for both tablets, and the Tablet 7 Plus comes out on top, right? You've done the test outside and inside with the video conferencing, best speakers, better microphone for some reason on the Tablet 7 Plus. So for video conferencing, you will be absolutely fine.
Ta-da!
How was that?
That was great. Well done. Is the Tablet 7 Plus too heavy for overhead media consumption?
No.
Depends how thin your arms are.
Yeah,
I
I mean, do you work out? No, I mean, it is all it's all relative, really. It is again, I mean, joking aside, I like the bigger in fact, I like the aspect ratio of the Tablet 7 Plus better than the iPad, and I show you why. iPad Pro. You have this is the Tablet 7 Plus here. You have already a taller screen, which drives me crazy sometimes.
So iPad Pro, Tab S7 Plus.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot right now, but when it is in front of you, it kind of sticks out.
He doesn't like the aspect ratio of the iPad Pro. Okay, I am looking through again.
Yeah, I think there was some we missed already.
Probably.
Yeah, we're very sorry if we missed some questions. It just keeps popping up, and we're trying really to answer all of them, okay?
Is the keyboard absolutely necessary, or can I get by without it? Depends how much typing you do. If you do little typing, then you can get away without it.
I'm not sure if it's your real name, Fiddy Cent. But Fiddy, it's not necessary. Of course, it's not necessary. It depends on what you use the tablet for. Somebody just takes it for note-taking. And we had that discussion for earlier where somebody asked, is it a laptop replacement? And then you probably will want to have that keyboard, right?
But if you're like us and have a laptop and want a tablet in between your phone and tablet and laptop, then a keyboard is not necessary.
No, I like the keyboard, though.
You will always have the keyboard. He's a keyboard guy.
How's the sound on in the tablet?
That's because you're determined actually to use a tablet as a laptop. You try.
No, I do.
Day.
No, yes, I do try a lot.
I don't try.
I'm so much trying to use it. And as I said earlier, I tried it with the iPad Pro, and I took it on business trips, and it did my head in because I couldn't. Nothing was there. It's like I wanted to download something from Outlook and sign documents, and it was just a nightmare. I had to email different email applications within. This is just a nightmare. Sorry, got off track here.
At also space, I love the iPad Pro 12.9. Yes, brain. My brain went off there to the right somewhere.
Okay.
But I can't spend a lot on it. Will the Tablet 7 Plus be able to do most of it?
Pranit, it depends what you do with the iPad. If you, again, I mean, we're going back to this discussion of how much are you locked into the Apple ecosystem, right? If you are locked into the Apple ecosystem, then the Tablet 7 is any Android device is going to do your head in at first, because you just have to navigate your way around. And it's the same when you come from Android to iOS, right? It's just, it depends on what you do. For 4K video editing, it's not a big thing currently on the Tablet 7 Plus.
So Hill has asked, honestly, what is, and don't say it depends on user case scenario. Okay. That's what he says. It actually says that.
Yeah, I know, I can see it. It's challenging me. I'm up for it.
Challenge? What do you prefer, the iPad Pro or the Tablet 7 Plus? I can answer that honestly. And I honestly prefer the iPad Pro. And that is purely because of my user case and what I use it for.
Don't say that. Don't mention the user case.
I don't need to mention it, but
it depends on the user.
No, I didn't say it depends on it. I said I would prefer the iPad Pro personally.
Okay, so here's my answer. Pre-Tablet 7 Plus, I would have said iPad Pro. Post-Tablet 7 Plus, I'm going to say Tablet 7 Plus. So the Tablet 7 Plus has convinced me so much that I would go with this, because there's several things. I like shiny things. I like things that look nice. The screen is something I haven't
he
seen.
chose me.
Yeah, well, obviously, the screen is so vibrant that it is just. And I know sometimes it sounds superficial, but when you work on a device that looks like a Windows 95 device, what joy do you have opening up an Excel sheet? When you work on a device that looks sleek, that is performant, that is actually has a nice screen, you kind of want to work on it. And that's the difference, right? If you go and work for a big company, you get one of these 250 euro Dell laptops, nothing wrong with them, but it's not something you really want to work on every day, right? So that's why you buy yourself a nice shiny tablet.
Creative.
Yeah, it is. I know it sounds sometimes superficial, but there's also that psychological element in that when you buy something. So that was the long answer. The short is Tab 7 Plus. I'm sorry.
iPad Pro. Jumping again. I've recently purchased a Note 20 Ultra, planning to buy a Tab S7 also. Will that be a wise decision to have a 11-inch tablet when you already have a 7-inch phablet? It's always
No, but
wise.
that's an easy answer. You go for the bigger tablet. So you don't, your phone looks smaller. So you go for the Tab S7 Plus, and then your phone doesn't look that big anymore.
You just want it to be enabled.
No, I'm not. We are not sponsored by Samsung, by the way.
We are not sponsored by Samsung.
We get squat. So
our giveaway. All you have to do is check our community post or the All Star Space website. We're very open about our giveaways. Check them out.
Also watch the. I mean, I can't. It sounds worse than what I'm saying here. But make sure you watch the videos. Sometimes we have it hidden somewhere at the end of a video so that we say, okay, there's a giveaway, and this is what you have to do.
Durability of the Tab S7 Plus. We said before there are 3 years of upgrades,
but durability could be also the sturdiness. It is very. It feels very sturdy. So I would translate it in how sturdy that
we
is.
Haven't dropped it yet.
No, I don't want to drop it. It's too expensive to drop it, but it feels very sturdy. Maybe you can. I'll show you. So that's the Tab S7 Plus.
How's the camera on the iPad Pro? Honestly, I don't think I've ever used my camera on my iPad Pro.
So I don't want to bend it, but it feels sturdy. It looks really good at the back here. And the vibration engine just came on. So I got a message from somebody.
He's pretending he's got friends now.
I have Facebook friends. What else we got? Phone calling is possible. So Johan, let me just say, Johan, just one more question. He says he's asking, phone calling, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You have a phone app installed on the Tab S7 and Tab S7 Plus. As soon as you have LTE and 5G, you can do that outside, but you can also do your Wi-Fi calling inside via Wi-Fi if you want to.
Trigger Spark says, guys, if you didn't know, if you purchase your Tab S7 on the Samsung website, you get huge discounts for being a student or a student military nurse. I actually got one for $799 plus tax for the tabs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very so nice. You get 127 off for student discount. That's great. Sorry.
I am just removing. I'm very quick with my block finger.
I'm your friend, Max, too. We are all friends here. On our channel, we are all friends.
Do you want to take that one or that one?
We'll probably miss some up here.
We probably did miss some because it keeps jumping up and down.
That's the Tyler's asking, does the Tab S7 Plus keyboard cover scratch the screen when closed? Does the screen protector on it reduce the magnet shut strength? I don't know about the magnet shut strength, but
I must say I'm
not
a fan of screen protectors.
No, but I guess it's an expensive device, so people want to protect that, obviously. But we have no screen.
You told me off then, did you hear
scratching? That? No, I didn't mean to. The keyboard cover is not scratching. It's not scratching the screen. I can't see anything, and we have it on and off all the time. So I guess it's designed in a way so it doesn't. The keys are kind of lower in. You have the outside that's plastic bit on the keyboard. Here, I show you. Here outside, you have that plastic bit here and here that goes around that will keep the keys away from the screen here.
MS Teams on Tablet 7 Plus or MS Teams on other devices. We've tried.
Tell you what, I'll download it quickly and you look for different questions.
All right, love. Anyone got another question so I don't have to go all the way back up? I'm going down to the bottom. It's easier to follow that way.
Microsoft
Did you have trouble moving from iOS to Android? Oh, that's a really good question. For Android peeps jumping over to iOS or iOS peeps jumping over to Android, there will always be a certain amount of getting used to it. But what I will say is that gap has got smaller. With the Google environment these days, it's super easy now to switch between Android, and that's exactly what I do. I use the Google lineup to actually switch between my devices with documents or anything that I'm working on, photos, etc. So it's become so much easier. I think if you'd have asked me 5 years ago, I would have probably eaten my head in the process. But now it's so much easier just to switch between the two, and it's not that big a jump anymore. That's my thought anyway. Max Gaming says, please play a song on it, or we might get copy
Teams is available here. Teams is all ready to go. I just downloaded it for you. I can't remember the name. I'm very sorry, but I've done it. So please like the video. I did it for you specifically. So. No, but it works. Joking aside, we joke a lot, but it is here and it's working.
Look, we can sit back to back like we're cool people.
Oops. I lost the pen.
Not so cool. Do you have any music that's copyright free, love? Yeah. That we can play so they can hear the speakers.
Which one?
It's for Max Gaming, so you really have to.
Which device?
Which device do you want to hear it on, Max?
Okay, we can go up. We don't want to miss any questions, guys.
I'm not missing. Honestly, I'm not missing.
Okay.
Honestly, love. Okay. Max Gaming subscribed, I know. So Max Gaming, if you say which device you got in your hand?
I have the Tablet 7 Plus. Let me just sign into Epidemic Sound, which...
Tablet 7 Plus, he says.
Yeah.
Especially for you.
No. Oh, no, we get copyright claim. We can't do that.
Not with my singing, we won't. It'll make everybody turn off. So sound. I hit the function, hit the rotate till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker. Feel I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got it better. Don't remember how they played us. They want to knock me down, but somehow I just...
Okay, I hope that helped.
I think we get extra thumbs up for that one.
Extra credit. Okay, so what else we got?
I'm completely not of any use anymore.
Did you lose the okay, could you compare the Tablet 7 Plus with the Galaxy Book Flex? We have the
I can't even see that.
It's up here. Michael Ivanov. Okay. We have the Book Flex. We have the Flex here as well as the Ion. I wanted to actually compare them both, but we'll see what we come up with. But we have, it's still on our list, the two laptops, two review actually.
Madhu, I don't know the answer to your question on the Xbox Pass.
Yeah, we didn't take up on that offer actually. We got the free book cover.
Can you receive calls from Android phone to Tab S7 using your phone app?
Yes, you can. You have the setup available that just guides you through in the settings there as easy as pie, basically. And then you get your calls on your tablet, and you can pick it up like that, or use headphones, Galaxy Buds.
Praneeth, we can't answer that question unless we know what you use the Tab S7 for.
Yeah.
It's really dependent on what you use it for as to whether it will do the same job. That one keeps asking the same.
Which one is that?
That we've answered that one.
Okay.
Does a screen protector help with the quality of the LCD screen for a Tab S7?
No, the quality will degrade with the screen protector. Is that wrong? Did I jump into it early?
It's fine, love. Do you think app developers will start to optimize apps more for tablets now that the Tab S7 and S7 Plus have been released?
Nicola, that is
I
a
don't
tough
think
question.
so.
That's a tough question. You see, the way you always have to go back into the world of business, and you have to see what does an app developer gets from the app and what do they make. So it's kind of the same with YouTube. What do you show on YouTube strategically to get your views, right?
Yeah.
And that's the same with anybody developing, anybody creating business. And if an app developer doesn't see the potential, for example, in an Android device, then they just simply won't do it. And that's always tough for us consumers. But that's unfortunately the real world, because there's no point for them to create something when only 10 people will download it.
Yeah. Tab S7, how are they, or Plus, sorry, Tab S7 Plus, how are the magnets for the pen? If you shake it, will the pen fall off?
Let's shake it.
In both positions as well, on the sides.
Okay,
too.
not on the back then.
Both, all.
Okay, all right.
Do it all.
Let's open it.
All at once.
Nobody. So is it
Shake it,
the book
baby.
cover? Because it's the one in the back is protected here, obviously. So
We'll take the back off.
Okay. Okay.
With no back. Oh, look.
I'll shake it. I'll shake it really hard.
Don't
No.
break, don't bend it.
It's not bending. So now it's on top here. You can see that. There you
Oh,
go.
it hit him.
But I did it really tough hard, so
It
you
did
wouldn't
do
shake
it
it like
really
that,
hard.
unless you
But
want to get rid of
If
somebody
you
breaking into your
do
house.
put it in your bag like that, it will fall
Yes,
off.
it will fall off. So on the side, I know it was the bottom, it only sticks here. So I wouldn't put it on the bottom. The top or the back is the bag is the safest place here. Please like the video for that extra shaking.
So Praneeth, this goes back to the question above. The answer is moderate transportation designing and a bit of Fortnite.
Oh, Praneeth, I know. I'm really sorry. We don't do any cat drawings or anything.
don't.
I wish I could answer that, because you seem like a really
Hi,
nice
Lisa
person.
D. You're supposed to be in bed.
So
Sorry. Lisa's my PA.
I know. Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I thought I'm your PA.
You're my fiffy.
Yeah. I'm doing the tea and everything, and come to the table in the morning, and then it's like,
totally.
like
As
it's like
as people say, totally. We need to find more questions. I've lost.
there's new
the
comments.
plot.
We can do new comments.
This is it. Whoops. Jumps then, doesn't it?
Dex or Android? Dex or Jack is asking, Dex or Android for Tab 7 Plus and future updates. Which do you think Samsung should focus on optimizing? That's a good question. Android is kind of, obviously, it's not out of the hand, but they put their own stuff on top of it. But
I actually like Dex.
I was just going to say that. So we are in sync for once. I would say Dex, that should be something that Samsung should focus on. I think it is a unique selling point.
I think it's the thing that everybody's looking for, that laptop replacement.
Absolutely.
And Dex is the closest possible to it.
But now you can sit on a sofa and connect your TV to it on wireless Dex, and you can do your, not homework, but you can do emails, and you can actually see what's going on. So that's I think Dex is the answer. Sorry, we're going off track here. Is
the battery life as disappointing as everybody says?
I don't know what other people say, sorry, but the battery life I found that the battery life on a Tab S7 is really tough. It's good, tough in a good way. Tab S7 Plus, I'm sorry, Tab S7 Plus. We have full power running Netflix, full brightness, full everything full. We like to have full. It's 10 hours. and the Tab S7 comes to 8 hours. And the
does homework. I used to do homework. I was very good.
What we also noticed, and that's an interesting fact, when we did the battery test, on our first videos, and that's great when you guys comment, because we don't know it all, right? So we put some people comment, say maybe you get a better battery life in 60 hertz than in 120 hertz, and the matter of fact is that we actually got a worse battery life when we had 60 hertz on than 120 hertz, the adaptive motion stuff. So that's interesting. When we had a 60 hertz on, it went down to 710 for the Tab S7 compared to 8 hours for the 120 hertz option. So that is something you need to bear in mind. So kind of paradox here.
Did you answer all the questions that you wanted to answer on that sheet?
Let me have a look.
You've hidden it now, haven't you?
No, I've got so much stuff here.
I am looking through the comments again. Is the experience the same while using Microsoft?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Is the experience the same while using Microsoft Office apps on the Tab S7 Plus as on the MacBook or PC? Is the experience while using the tab? It's not the same as on the MacBook.
The PC is obviously different. We have a Surface Book, we have the Surface Go 2, and that is, Microsoft is optimized for this stuff. So what we find when we, when we did a presentation on the MacBook, for example, when we used to be in the corporate world, we used to do a presentation on the MacBook, and then we plugged it in, or we sent it to somebody within our group at work who had a PC. Stuff was out of place, right? The power, you had some titles were not there, and they saw different things. So it all depends. I would say if you want to be 100% Microsoft, then go for a Microsoft device if you want to. But anything else, there may be slight differentiations. We have that on the MacBook for sure.
Manav asks, I have the Tab. I think I've answered this question already. I have the Tab S6. Should I buy the Tab S7 or the Tab S7 Plus? You would say the Tab S7 Plus.
Yeah.
I would say depends on what you actually need to use it for, because the Tab S6 is also a decent tablet.
Ricky Jones. Now we go to Dave. Why would you want to shake it? Yeah,
good question.
Good questions, but we did it anyway, Dave. Ricky Jones. Hi Ricky. After using the Tab S7 Plus for a few weeks, are there things you wish it had?
The Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus?
Tab S7 Plus. So Ricky, my answer would be, I wish that the software, the people who make the apps and the software would be better optimized for the Tab S7 Plus, because I strongly believe, and we have both, strongly believe that the Tab S7 Plus is a beautiful device. It looks beautiful, it works beautiful, the keyboard, everything just fits nicely. What I'm disappointed is a good word. Disappointed about is the support for applications, for example. We had that with Facebook, wasn't it? You go into Facebook, and this is just a simple example, and then you want to do something, suddenly it goes into portrait mode. On YouTube, for example, you can't comment in landscape mode. You have to flip it around. I mean, what's the freaking point of that? And these are the things that really disappoint me, but that's not connected to the Tab S7. That is a Android or third-party application problem. So that's the best answer I can give you, Ricky.
Absolutely. So Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus, which is the better value for money?
I can't forget the AMOLED screen.
You've done that before, haven't you?
So
where you've done it.
Just wondering, thank you. I would say
price per.
Yeah, so there's an interesting way you can see that as well, and that's especially true for Apple devices. And when you buy any Apple device, when you buy an iPhone, for example, you have these options: 64 gigabyte, 128, 256, 512. The more gigabytes you buy, the less money you pay for the storage. So when you buy the basic version, that seems cheaper at first, but when you put it on a calculator and you say, okay, what did I actually pay for the gigabyte of storage? You paid 3 times the amount if you would buy a higher model. So there are different ways of looking at it and slicing it up. But I would say because the Tab S7 Plus is more future-proof, I would go for the Tab S7 Plus.
Dave says, please explain that the pen is protected by the Tab S7 Plus book cover. We don't have that book cover.
Well, the book cover, please clarify keyboard cover or book cover, because the book cover we've shown and that is not protected. We don't want to get mixed up. So defects of Samsung Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus Manav, high Manav. No, we have no defects. The only defect I had was an Apple Watch 5, and that's been replaced. But whatever we buy so far, actually, we're pretty lucky. Tony is looking for comments.
Is GoodNotes 5 supported on the Tab S7 Plus? I don't actually
know because I use GoodNotes on the iPad. Let me see.
Don't have a look.
Yeah, he's calling us out.
We've not used GoodNotes in a while, actually. Since we used to. Whoops! But we've switched note providers. Bear with us a moment while Jens uses his Tab S7. Is it 7 Plus that? That looks like Tab S7.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Can we have a minute of silence for the twin? Yes, absolutely.
So GoodNotes is available here. We haven't used it yet, but I'm not sure it's the same one though. No, it's not the same one. Don't think so. But we had some. Sorry, are we having a silence? I thought we missed that already. That was earlier.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. We did have a moment of silence. We actually put a picture up of New York City at first. So we did remember the stuff that happened, which is terrible. We will never forget. So
I actually remember where I was on that day.
I was working for Motorola at the time.
And I was working for Bosch.
Yeah. So, yeah, all these big name companies.
Yeah, I remember Jens calling me and telling me to put my computer
and
on
everybody
PC
was alert. This just crashed.
I'm sorry, Max Gaming. I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
So
okay, so back to
me.
Yes.
We mentioned about the green tint before. We have not seen
we don't have any green
evidence.
Tint. No, we have no green tint. We tried every single angle, every single tablet we have. We have no LCD or OLED issues whatsoever. Does the Tab S7, Tab S7 Plus and Tab S7 come with YouTube Premium? Yes, over here it does. You have 4 months for free included in the package. I tried to sign up for it, and Google wanted me to bill right away, so I didn't go for that offer. But on paper, yes, 4 months.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want to have a look through, see what you want to pick out now? I think we've done most of them. I don't want to
No, I just want to make sure. Can you give tips on how to maximize S7 Plus's laptop substitution, and how about a limitation in multitasking? Roy. He's asking that.
Can you?
So maximize the Tab S7 Plus as a laptop substitution is number one, you buy a keyboard, whether that be the Samsung keyboard or a third-party keyboard.
And a Bluetooth.
That's what I would buy. Maybe you buy headphones to that Galaxy Buds.
And a mouse.
And a mouse.
I'm not a fan of the touchpad.
No, the touchpad on the keyboard, on the Samsung keyboard, isn't the best one. It is better than Tab 6, but it's not the best one. So these are the ones. Second, monitor. I would always go for, but with wireless DeX, if you have any Samsung device, like a TV, for example, then it will automatically connect to that, which is cool. How about a limitation in multitasking? We didn't have any limitations in multitasking. You can't open up the same apps twice.
Oh, yeah, we'd have
unless you have a workaround. For example, you open up a Word document natively, and then you go to Office 365 web version, then you can have 2 Word documents open, for example.
Just looking through the comments again.
So I have seen, Pranit's asking, I have seen the silver case in eBay. I guess that bookcase looks amazing. I haven't seen it yet, actually, silver bookcase. I've seen the silver version of the Tab S7, but not the bookcase itself. Stephen, do you want to read it?
It's very valid.
Okay.
I'm so annoyed with Samsung. I planned on getting the Tab S7 because the Tab S7 Plus is too big, but they haven't put the Super AMOLED screen in it. It's very annoying. I think it's upset a lot of people.
Yes.
And I think it's also upset a lot of people because a lot of people feel that there is no true upgrade to the Tab S6. So if you're a Tab S6 person, user, wanted and looked forward to an upgrade this year and didn't want a larger device, then it is annoying.
It is, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, so you see, the way you have to see it, Stephen, and I know you're going to hate that, is depending on your user case. There's a lot of people, we get a lot of comments on our videos that they say they're super happy with the LCD screen and they don't want an AMOLED screen for their personal reasons. There are certain people who are loving the LCD screen. There are certain people like me who are loving the AMOLED screen. And I can see there's a huge price difference between the devices we have. It's actually almost $500 between both devices. So that is, you can buy yourself a cheap phone for that, a mid-range phone, actually. So that's a lot of money, and I get that.
I struggle with their choices this year.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. Companies tend to do that for some reason, and then same with camera companies. They kind of strip everything down in the camera, and then they offer everything else in a different camera, and then something isn't available. And it's just weird.
That's exactly what it felt like this year with the Tab S6, followed by the Tab S6 Lite early during the year. And then the Tab S7, Tab S7 Plus, it just doesn't follow suit.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you.
So that's, does a USB-C to 3.9 jack works? We haven't tried that one. We haven't tried a conversion. I would say yes, because we tried the USB-C earlier. The USB-C headphones both work, headphones itself and microphone, so I would say yes.
Hecti, I don't know if if PDF is supported in the Hindi language. I'm sorry.
No, we wouldn't know that.
Okay,
sorry. How long does the Tab S7 and Tab S7 Plus battery last full day? King Zion, we touched on that briefly. King Zion, thank you for still being here, because I know you were there before it started. The battery life for the Tab S7 Plus is around 10 hours for full Netflix brightness, everything on full power. The Tab S7, however, is 8 hours for the same amount. So there's a 2-hour difference in battery life for our case, for our testing. If you do light work, I can imagine that the Tab S7 Plus will last a full day.
What about this one? Just jumped again, sorry. Wait, so you can use it as a second screen connected to your PC. As an amateur artist, I'm looking for a reference screen I can sit atop and critique and take away when I want to draw on the go. So
you can use it as a second screen. Yeah, you can. Yes, there are. Well, there's two ways of doing it. You plug one in, and then it works. But you can also use a third-party app to download and have a wireless screen. As your Tab S7 will then function as a wireless screen when you have a PC, for example. But you will need a third-party app. People say that it is available. We couldn't find it natively available yet, so we tried.
Or you use the Tab S7 as your main driver and then have a second screen.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes. So yes, that was probably the way around.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Since the Pavan. Wait. What do you think of DeX and what USB-C hub?
We've answered that one before.
Yeah, but we can just briefly. DeX is great. We have wireless DeX. DeX is absolutely fantastic. With wireless DeX, we can only endorse that. We have not tried yet a USB-C hub. You can answer that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you add a SIM in the tablet? Max Gaming asks, yes, in the 5G model.
Or LTE. Can you add a SIM? Do you mean, Max, do you mean an eSIM or obviously a physical SIM when there's a slot available? But an eSIM, I haven't seen anything yet for an eSIM. But then I have a physical SIM, so I didn't pay attention. There may be, but I wouldn't know. Do you want to take that one?
What's the best app for using and taking notes on Android? OneNote doesn't really work well. I honestly enjoy using OneNote. I also enjoy using Samsung Notes now that it has the extra functionality of the being able to export to the Microsoft Office suite, and also being able to mess around with PDFs, comment, change, sign, etc. So I actually like the Samsung Notes now. It has that extra capability.
But I think a lot of people using Note Shelf, and Note Shelf is kind of optimized for Android, so that you may find something in there. Note Shelf is something people use. I heard good things about that. So
please show the camera app and camera test on the Tab S7 Plus.
We have that in Max. We do have that in the video available, don't we? Oh, not the camera app. Okay, sorry, but we show the. I get it. Okay,
you get.
Just give me a second.
Put a filter on, though, love.
Put a filter on.
This is so uncomfy. You need to get me a new chair.
Okay.
He keeps the comfy chair for himself.
No, it's the same chairs. We're equal. That's not true.
He's got a cushion on his. Yeah. He has a really soft cushion on his.
Okay.
It makes him look taller.
Okay, that's the camera. Oh, you can't really see it. Can you see it, Max?
Don't show them our room.
This is our room here. But we can.
You can see all our sound things on the wall. Yeah, that's quality content, love.
There you go.
What is that?
I don't know. You can't.
You're green screening it.
I know. I don't mean to. So you have basically, it's pretty much the same. You have single take, photo, video, and more. And when you press more, you have your Pro, Panorama, Food, Night, Live Focus, Hyperlapse, Pro Video, and Live Focus. I don't know if you can see that. That looks pretty cool.
It's quality content.
Yeah, that is really quality content. Please give us a like.
There you go, my head in there. Do Type-C earphones work okay?
Yes. Microphone and headphones work fine. We tried it on video calls and listening to music, and we called each other on several applications like Zoom, Facebook, WhatsApp, and it works fine.
So Zataya Yummy says, that's a great name. I just got the standard Tab S7. I find it too warm even after a few days usage. Although the screen is nice for LCD, it's pretty annoying for me. What are your views?
Is it getting hot? I mean, is it getting hot? Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Or she? Okay. I don't. I didn't notice anything. I mean, our devices.
But you ran them down to empty.
Yeah, to do the battery test.
With Netflix on.
With Netflix, yeah, but I don't have them on my lap doing that. So this is, I don't have that experience.
Plus, you got the keyboards.
Yeah, and I have the keyboard, so I don't have it on my lap or I don't have it in my hand. I'll put it on a table and let it run down. So I'm really sorry.
Oh, warm colors. Oh, we completely misunderstood your comment then. I'm sorry.
Please rephrase.
Wait a moment. Let me revisit. I find it too warm after a few days. And then they say, I meant warm colors.
Oh, I see. Warm colors. Okay. So now the LCD, we're talking about the Tab S7, right?
You have to wait a moment, love.
You need to be on the ball here.
While we're talking about the Tab S7.
Okay, so the Tab S7 warm is washed out. That's what I would say. It's washed again. It's on a really high level here, right? We're not talking about
Max. I live in Munich.
So it is kind of washed out when you compare to the AMOLED screen, right? The AMOLED screen has something difficult to describe. And we watched, which movie did we put next to each other? Was it Aquaman?
Oh,
they had
this Aquaman.
Massive,
Aquaman.
This blue underwater scene. We put it next to each other, and it's like, oh my god, what is this? I want to live in that. But you can see that the LCD screen was absolutely fantastic. But it is, when you put them next to each other, it washed out is probably the best way to describe it.
David says he bought the Tab S7 over the Tab S7 Plus, and I think this is a perfect comment to show that if you only have one device, the screen is a fantastic screen.
No, absolutely. We say this all the time. It is kind of, you have
we sit there with the
no, of course.
And
this is the thing. We watch Aquaman on both devices like that much of a gap in between. And then, of course, you can see there is more vibrant color and is more blue on the Tab S7 Plus.
It's a different.
It is different, more vibrant.
Blue.
This is kind of
more vibrant. You were
it's kind of
determined to get that in, weren't you?
It's more vibrant.
I don't see the same things that Jens sees when I
Because you
look
need glasses.
Because I need glasses. I've got my glasses on.
I'm like eagle eye.
I don't see this exact. I don't see things the same way as what Jens does. And when the two were together, he says, "Oh, can you see?"
Yeah.
And I actually had to really look hard to actually see. I could see that the Tab S7 Plus was brighter. I could see that it caught my eye on several occasions on the Aquaman film, and the Tab S7 next to it also looked amazing.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a nuance of, and it only really made a difference to me when I moved away. So if I moved across the room and then looked back, then I could see a difference. But if I was sat holding it in my hands, I wouldn't necessarily notice anything.
No, this is true. So Max Gaming, my dog, is smashing the subscribe button. He's a great name. Very nice.
We love dogs.
Thank you.
What's his name?
What's his name? We have a Pomeranian. She's called DJ.
Is she a dog?
She's a cube-like looking animal, but she's
square.
No, you know what she does? She spoons with me. She's my inner spoon. No, I've never seen a dog that does that. Hand.
She's lovely.
She's the best dog ever. Okay, so let's focus here. There's a question here that I wanted to cover. Yeah, so somebody had a question. Love the channel, John OS4. Thank you very much. Can you check if the Samsung wearable wear app for the Samsung Watch works on the Tab S7? I know that the app does work, the Galaxy Buds, but as far as I know, it doesn't support the watch on the tablet, which is a bit strange. This is true. I tried this earlier. You will only get the wearable app with the Galaxy Buds choice. There's no way you can basically connect a watch or Galaxy Watch to that. So what's the name? I actually named him Jens. Nice one.
Are you in Germany too, Max Gaming?
So you guys, do you have any more questions? Otherwise, we're going to conclude. It was a pleasure having you all with us again.
Absolutely.
And it is our final Q&A session. We may do a video on the Tab S7 4 weeks later on Tab S7 Plus, because I think there's a high demand, and we also want to share the experience we have with both devices in that time frame, right?
Yes, it does, Nicole. Dex does work with a Bluetooth keyboard.
Oh, there's Nicole A. Yeah, we answered that question. We actually give you a shout out, Nicole A.
I don't know the answer to that, King Zion. I'm very sorry. Dave H says, did I hear you say that there's no protection on the Tab S7 Plus book cover to keep an S Pen?
Correct.
And that we don't have the Tab S7 Plus.
It's the same. I
but
can
Jens
guarantee you this
guarantees that it is.
I have the one for the Tab S7, just to be clear. It's the same book cover. It's the same idea. It's the same book cover we have for the Tab S6 Lite and so on. It's actually not, but you know what I'm saying, hopefully.
Oh, Max Gaming is in Dubai.
I thought he was in India.
He lives in India, but that's right. I remember now. I'm sorry, Max Gaming.
Okay, so we have the book cover here. This is the book cover. This is the Tab S7. It's the same book cover for the Tab S7 Plus. You have the pen sticking out here. We did a shaking test earlier. If you want to go back and watch that, it didn't come off. But when you put it in a bag, you will see, you will lose that. So hopefully you can see that.
I love that your dog's name is Jens.
Swear on your mom's life.
Jens doesn't believe you.
We had, right. So Nicole, I wanted to just briefly go into yours, Nicole A. We tried, we actually have an old Apple keyboard for an iMac. We connected that, and we have a mouse, a Logitech mouse, a random mouse. We connected that also, and everything works fine in DeX mode. We tried several applications with a Bluetooth keyboard, and it works fine. Whatever you use, Google Docs, we used Word, you can basically do whatever you like, just as a keyboard would be attached to it. A speaker output loud enough for which device? If you say Tab S7, Pranav, yeah. So Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus, they're pretty loud. They're really loud. It is loud enough for sure.
Max Gaming is swearing.
You're the man.
We need
So
photo proof.
the one thing I would say that the Tapper 7 Tapper 7 Plus is a tad better in loudness, and it feels fuller. So you go back to our video where we do actually an audio test for the Tapper 7 Plus versus the Tapper 7, and you can hear that we play the same song in brief parts, and then you can hear the difference.
Andre, that's correct. The keyboard cover, on the other hand, does protect the pen. The book cover doesn't.
Yeah.
But the keyboard cover,
correct.
it sits inside.
So we can actually show both at the same time. I'm sorry for making that noise here. So you have the keyboard cover here, and you can see there is that protection in there. But I need to cover your face for. And there you go. There's a protection for the pen. And this part here goes magnetically really tough on the Tapper 7 or Tapper 7 Plus. On the book cover, however, the pen will stick out here.
We believe the pen tip is replaceable. We've never had to replace it.
No, but we're not like heavy users. We're not medical students who draw bones and stuff. And, watch Chicago.
Do you think medical students draw bones?
I just made this up, but
quite right, Max Gaming.
So let us know the 45 watt charger stacks up against a 15 watt. We covered that already. Hey, should I buy Sane Medic? There you go. Hey, should I buy a 6 Lite as a medical student for note-taking, drawing, or light gaming? Will it survive 5 years of med?
A Tabas what?
A Tabas 6 Lite. The answer is probably no. I wouldn't do that, because if you are wanting to keep it for 5 years,
5 years is
a long time, and it will not be updated by Samsung. The 3 years guarantee of Samsung and Android upgrades is the Tab S6 forward. So the Tab S6 Lite may be included, but the speed of, if you have like serious stuff going on, I wouldn't go for the Tab S6 Lite as a nice, comfortable on the side device. Yeah, but it is. I don't know how much you do as a medical student, so maybe you don't draw bones. Maybe you just. I don't know.
Anyway, KPOHD asked about the best note-taking app. I have done a handwriting video if you want to look through all the all the apps that we used. You said without Samsung Notes, then it's OneNote for me personally, but you can have a look what we tried out in the video. Yeah, so as we said earlier, Note Shelf seems to be a good Android note application. People seem to like and use that. We use the reason why we don't. I use OneNote, and I know it's not like the most fluid application, but the reason why I use OneNote is that it's pretty much available on every single device we have. I'm looking, Dave. Did we miss Dave? Yeah, I can't. Maybe your typing Dave is just smaller than other typing. Did I hear you say with that's? Oh wait, oh the YouTube in landscape. Sorry, that was actually user error that time. I only read the first bit. I'm sorry. You can't write comments on YouTube in landscape. That's what we said on our last video. Yeah. You can actually show it. Yeah. I find that pretty horrific to think that people are watching our videos and cannot comment. You can in portrait mode. But you can't if you're not in portrait mode. But it was also, wasn't it index too? Because you're automatically in your horizontal mode, then landscape mode, and no comments available. So Dave, we need to make a differentiation here. We're not talking about the live chat. The live chat is available. I'm talking about comments. I'm talking about videos, on video comments, and you can see down here. The video is no commenting available. I'm not talking about the live chat. That is available. You are quite right. But the comments, if you want to comment and say, wow, this is like, both of them look like 25, not like 26, then you can't do that. However, when you put it in landscape mode, in portrait mode, I'm sorry. Let me just get rid of live chat. You can. Because on the, you can now comment down here. Sorry. Right. Here. Now you can comment on the video itself.
So this is the differentiation. So we're not talking about the live chat. We're talking about the commenting.
As you're commenting now in live chat, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah,
But if you're watching a video, then there is no commenting. Adobe Rush video playback choppy. There is no Adobe Rush anymore in the Galaxy or Play Store.
Yeah. So show me the question, please. Is Adobe Rush video playback choppy? Yeah, pretty much everything is choppy in Adobe Rush, but it's no longer available in the Galaxy
And it was
Store.
app related rather than
It's got nothing to do with tab. It's just the software. It's only available on a mobile phone currently. It's not available on the tablet. Don't know why.
The book cover has a magnetic slot on the hinge to protect the pen.
You can put it inside. Yes, that's true. You can the book cover, you can put it somewhere else.
You didn't show that.
No, but I'm showing that on the bottom it doesn't charge. So the only place where it will charge is on the back. So it depends on how we want to do it.
But if you're carrying it around, you can technically put it somewhere else to keep it safe then.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. We got so many things here.
It's a good job we have viewers, isn't it?
So this is, okay, again, this is the book cover for the Tab S7, and you can see the pen goes in here, and you can then store it safely. But this is free, so it will not charge, right? So if you travel and then it's down there, I don't know how long it lasts, but that will not charge. So yes, there's a safe place, a safe way of doing that, but it will not charge. So that's pretty much it for the book cover. So hopefully that is helpful.
Absolutely.
No, on the iPad Pro, guys. Okay, how good are the apps optimized for Android tablets compared to iPads? Subramanyam, I'm really sorry if I don't pronounce the name properly. Please like the video. I'm answering your question. The apps optimized for Android are not there yet, where we want it to be. Kind of the Tab S7 as a device itself is a beautiful device, but the software is not there yet. Hopefully it's going to come. It's not too optimized yet for the Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus. And we briefly touched on Fortnite earlier. For example, Fortnite is still not available in 60 FPS, which requires an update by Epic Games. So there's a lot of things that need to be updated.
We love white too, Praneeth. Max does too.
Yeah, we're like angels. Totally. We are.
I'm not even commenting on that.
So what else we got?
We're pretty much doubling up on questions now from what we've already said.
Okay, let me just have a quick look. I think we answered all the questions we had on before pre-video. We made a list here.
I think all the questions that have come recently, we have actually answered.
Give us a shout if we didn't answer your question. Sometimes you miss that, so that's not on purpose.
Have we tried Photoshop on the tablet, and how is the experience? We haven't that yet.
No, we haven't tried. What we have tried, what I can tell you is we tried it on a Tab S6 Lite and we had no issues.
Yeah.
So you can actually go with a peace of mind that you have absolutely no problems using Photoshop on a Tab S7, because in our Tab S6 Lite 4 weeks later video, I think we showed this. I'm sorry. We showed us the Photoshop. So I think we had pictures up to 50 or 60 megabyte or whatever that was. We just put them in and there was no issues. So there will be no issues for the Tab S7 or Tab S7 Plus for sure. Is Adobe Rush choppy on iPad Pro? I'm not sure you can get on the iPad Pro. You have Luma Fusion, Max.
Yeah, Luma Fusion.
You guys really printed amazing dedication. Yes, thank you, Praneeth. Thank you. Shout out. Sahil Afos. Did I say that properly? Sahil, Dolby Vision on iPad versus HDR. Ooh, that's a toughie. Tab S7 Plus. We haven't actually tried that yet. So both have different ways of displaying and hearing music, of course, but we haven't tried that yet. The HDR on the Tab 7 Plus is available. That's what I can say. That's we've seen that, but I haven't compared it to anything else yet.
We won't have timestamps, Genyo, on the questions we've answered, but what we do have is a second channel where we dissect the clips. So we'll take the clips regarding specific situations or specific questions, and then we put them on the clips channel, so everybody can find them easily.
Yeah. Or Naxiel, you're actually right. Naxiel, well, it depends which book cover. For the Tab 6 Lite, for example, the pen doesn't need to charge, but for the Tab 7, the pen needs to charge in order to have the additional functions.
True.
So yes, there's you're quite right to a certain extent there.
Very true.
So we have so many devices that sometimes we just get mixed up. We got the Tab 6 Lite, Tab 6, 7, 7 Plus, and the iPad Pro here. So
Dave, we understand that, but you're commenting on a live chat, which is actually a function in Landscape.
Yeah.
It's when you watch a normal YouTube video and try and comment on that, not a live stream.
But you couldn't comment on the comment section in the live stream, not the live chat. They're two different things. Comment section
Pass it to me, love.
No problem.
So we'll go into
Max Gamer. I didn't know it's available on the iPad Pro, but it is choppy.
I did not enjoy working in Adobe Rush at all. I'm so sorry.
Free editing software for Tab 7 Plus. Jack, we used KineMaster. KineMaster works
great,
properly well, actually. What it does at first, when you install it, it checks your hardware and your power of your device, and it kind of optimizes then. You have kind of a couple of seconds or minutes that will optimize the application towards your hardware. We actually did a 4K video editing on the Tab 6 Lite with KineMaster. It's K-I-N-E Master. So I don't know if I pronounce it right, but this is the application we use, and it works really well. And there's a 4K output. I can't remember if it was up to 60 FPS, 4K, or 30 FPS, but it's a 4K output export. We did a 2.5-minute video like that on the fly, no problem.
Hi, Dave. I see that you can comment on videos in Landscape. We can't. This is the YouTube. This is our Withings video. And if you actually look, there is nowhere to comment. Not even on the, information at the top.
Do you like Flossie Carter? Yeah, we like Flossie Carter. I think he does some unique content, actually. It's quite funny sometimes as well. I watch his stuff. I'm not sure about you, but I do watch his stuff. Is there any need of fear burning? So let me see. Motex is asking, sorry if I mispronounced the name. Is there any need of fear of burning in a 7 Plus? And does it come with a pre-applied screen guard? It doesn't come with any screen guard. And the best way to answer that, Mo, is that any device we had so far didn't have any burn-in from Samsung. So when you actually read, I read up on one of these, I can't remember if it was CNET or Engadget, one of these articles about OLED screen and burn-ins. There's a whole bunch of things that can happen. And then almost on the bottom in the fine print, it says, but you probably will never see that on your device. So that's pretty much how I can sum it up.
I actually nearly blocked a comment there because I read it wrong. But are there any flickerings on the AMOLED screen? Does it flicker? The AMOLED?
No, I can't remember. Was there? I don't think so. You mean when you say flickering, you mean jerky jelly effect? Or because we also do a slow motion test in our video. And you can then see the Tab 7 is slightly jerkier than the Tab 7 Plus in the slow motion. But it's like the Tab 7 Plus is almost, there's nothing I could see. Some people say they see something. I've seen another review that says there is something, but I couldn't see anything. The Tab 7, we could slightly, but go and check out our video. Yeah, Marquez dope tag was dope on Tab 7 Plus. That's correct. Yeah, who doesn't know Marquez, right? He's the tech YouTuber.
He's the one.
He's the one, yeah. But
He's
keep
the
watching us.
Samsung dude.
So Flossie Carter was able to comment using YouTube up in landscape mode in his review video. Not sure what's happening with ours. We will
We've tried
look into
board.
this. But I've actually seen a comment on one of our videos. I can't remember which one it was, but go and check it out. The Tapper 7 video, and somebody says he's actually physically returning the Tapper 7. He was so ticked off that he couldn't comment on the YouTube in landscape, and that's actually the reason why I checked it out and why we checked it out. So that's maybe is an update needed there or something. I don't know. It shouldn't be a university thing where you go and have a degree in order to comment on a YouTube app. So I don't know. I don't think we're doing anything wrong, but there may be a limitation somewhere we don't know.
No, because we have the other devices here.
Yeah.
We have Flip, the S20.
Okay. So on the Type 7 book cover, there's a magnetic space and inside. Yeah, we've done that. I want to know your names, dear sir, Madam Love from India. Sahil, my name is Jens.
And I'm Tony.
There you go. And apparently Max Gaming called his dog Jens, which is pretty cool. And he's a Danish, what is it?
Great Dane.
Great Dane. Sorry, that's Great Dane. But it's pretty huge though, isn't it? You can take him into town riding him. It's like a horse size, isn't it?
I don't recommend that at home.
In my region have been sold out. Moki, yeah. Where do you live, Moki? Mochi, do I say that? Type 7 Plus in my region have been sold out, crying. I think there's some regions you can't even get it yet. I think the US still have pre-orders on, so it's pretty dire for some regions. So it is a high demand. If you see, for example, some articles for the Galaxy Z Fold 2, Tom Brown edition, believe it or not, 230,000 registered pre-order in South Korea alone. And you know how many units Samsung plans to assemble? 5,000. And 1,000 of them are allocated to South Korea. So there is a high demand for these things. And that's probably the reason why they sold out. So, of course, you can comment while using a landscape. I'm typing this on my Tab 7 right now. I'm not sure what we're doing wrong. We can't. So we'll check it out, Jumat. So thank you for letting us know. Is the Tab 7 Plus big enough for a laptop?
But again, don't mix it up with the live chat.
Don't mix it up with the live chat. Yeah. So the live chat is not the comment section.
Too. Yeah.
So streaming live chat is not the same as a comment section. Better?
Yeah. We're back. Jens changed the battery. You've kept us for too long.
I'm very sorry. We're back. We don't have the power cable yet for the camera, so I'm very sorry. The battery usually lasts around 2 hours. We didn't pay attention because we enjoyed it so much. So I think we're pretty much done, or is there anything else? You say the book cover doesn't have, okay, we've done that. Switching back on the second, the operation cannot guarantee it. Okay. I think we're going to go now because the battery is exhausted. I'm very, very sorry for that. So let us know in the comment section what we, let me just see, operational setting. Let me just try to get rid of that. Continue use, okay. So you can see we are professionals, but that's what YouTube is all about, right? Okay, so Can I see the rocket launching? No. Today we don't have a rocket, Max Gaming. What else we got? Seriously speaking, never seen such an effort by such amazing people. Love. Thank you very much, Sahil. We really appreciate it. Vicky, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your time and videos. Have a great day. You too. King Zion, bye if you guys are going. We're going shortly. So last chance, last 2 minutes. If you have a question, now is the time. Otherwise, we're going to go. And you guys been amazing. And we'll really appreciate you having here. And hopefully we can do more videos that will help you guys decide which device in general you need to go for or can go for. Love from India. Dinesh, love to India. I've been to a Pune one once. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. Hi, okay, so Ranganathan, video editing. I think I answered your question earlier. I think you had a question that was regarding Adobe Rush. The video editing software we're using is KineMaster. Adobe Rush is no longer available on the Galaxy Store or Play Store. We don't know why, but KineMaster, K-I-N-E Master, will work fine for 4K videos. Guys, we appreciate you, and we're gonna go now. You guys have a safe evening. We'll never forget. So greetings to the US, and all the best, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you for watching.